Hello, this is Charlene. We are going to look at these two line segments and we are going to determine, are they parallel, are they perpendicular, or are they neither? So the first thing that we're going to do to figure this out is to figure out the slope for each of these line segments. And if you remember correctly, the slope formula is the difference of the y's divided by the difference of the x's. You also might recognize that as rise over run. So for our first line segment AB, we are going to calculate the slope, and that would be -2 minus 7 on top, -2 minus 7 in the numerator, and then we're also going to calculate the difference of the x's in the denominator, so 0 minus 0 in the denominator. So this is going to be -9 divided by 0, but if you remember correctly, when we have a 0 in the denominator, that means that the universe has exploded into smithereens. It no longer exists. And we, in math language, we say that is no longer here. It is undefined. We have no explanation for it. Okay, so now let's go to segment B. Segment B, well, CD, the slope is going to be determined by calculating the difference of the y's. So -5 minus a -5 in the numerator. And then in the denominator, we are going to have 3 minus 6. So 3 minus 6. We use order of operations to continue solving that. So -5 minus -5, of course, the negatives cancel each other out. It's -5 plus 5, and that turns into 0. In the denominator, 3 minus 6 is -3, but 0 of anything is just 0. So now we're going to go up here and look at our questions. Our first question is, are these the same slope? Well, I think we can both agree that undefined is not the same as 0. So since those are not the same slope, then these are not parallel segments. So now let's look at the next question, negative reciprocals. Well, negative reciprocals are numbers, values, and since we have a word and a 0, it's a little bit more difficult to actually use negative reciprocal to answer this question. So in this particular instance, I suggest that we go ahead and draw ourselves a little graph. So we're going to draw our graph based on our knowledge that we understand that if something, a line, has an undefined slope, that is actually for a vertical line. That's a vertical line. So we are going to draw a vertical line here. Vertical. Okay, so there is a nice vertical line. Okay, and then we also need to understand that if we have a slope of 0, a slope of 0 is equal to a flat line, which is also known as a horizontal line. Horizontal. So we are going to draw a horizontal line over here as well. So let's go find our line. So there is a horizontal line. And so what do we know about horizontal and vertical lines? Well, they actually meet at a 90-degree angle, a right angle. And if they meet at a right angle or 90-degree angle, that means that they are indeed perpendicular. So these two line segments are perpendicular to each other. This is because by inspection of the graph, when we draw a vertical line, we draw a horizontal line, we can see visually that they meet at a 90-degree angle and that qualifies them as being perpendicular. And I think I misspelled perpendicular here. Let's see, perpendicular. There we go, perpendicular. So that is the correct answer to this particular problem. Hopefully this helps you think about it, helps you go through the process, and I hope you come back real soon. Click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, and have a great day.